Everyone, this is okay, everyone. This is Daniel, and I'd like to tell you about Halloween and its spiritual warfare. And maybe this will be a Q&A if certain people arrive, which I hope they will, and I bet they will. So, fingers crossed. Anyway, um, yeah, Halloween is a major battleground for spirits. Basically, when Halloween starts, the spirits get their power from that day or from that month. It's not really the, they don't really just get the powers from that actual month. Instead, the people start misbehaving during that month, and they start selling stuff that is pretty much illegal to God, and they sell all sorts of dead things on that month, like a man being electrocuted, costumes of a man being electrocuted, with a wristband on them and the head covered with that bag. And not to mention that the whole thing with the the Halloween stuff is basically people pretend that they're um doing horrifying things, and they like the feeling of the dead scaring them, and zombies, and they like to pretend that they're the ones being chased by the dead. And right now they're pretending that the killer clowns are chasing them, and that zombies are chasing them. But really, it's the spirits that are it's the spirits that are chasing them that are not so great. And one of them came on, so that's good. All right, I'll be answering your questions on YouTube. Just write it down, okay? All right. I'll be having my sound completely turned off. Don't worry, it will not affect anything, so it's already off anyway. So anyway, I have it on YouTube. Alright. Alright. Live now. Yeah, I don't like hearing my own voice during this, so... Alright. So... alright. Hello. Alright. So... Well... Sorry, I'm just... Alright. There we go. Alright. So I have a setup here. Anyone that asks a question, I'll answer them literally in front of the whole audience, and I'll say it out loud if you don't mind. But just say if you don't mind, that would be okay if I don't say it, because you might be a little sensitive to things, but I don't think you are. So I will have you ask any questions and I will answer them. Okay, so I'll have you ask any questions. I'll answer them. Okay. Right. All right. So ask any question over here. Oh, absolutely. We have to pray more during Halloween. Um, yeah, we have to pray more during Halloween um, because the spirits are definitely they're literally attacking everyone during Halloween. They're possessing some children. They're possessing even adults. Made made attacks going during Halloween because of the fact that people are just caring about themselves. Um, and basically, people that if they believe in Halloween stuff and they like the Halloween stuff, the spirits will just they will literally just attack anyone. Like they attacked me just today in the kitchen. They actually attacked me in a way that they liked to make me unhappy. It didn't affect me that much. It just scared other people. And the funny thing is, I didn't mind it that much. I actually just brushed it off. So what happened was the whole spirit thing. They just I made a cross with the glasses in the kitchen. Now I work in a kitchen setting, and I work as a dishwasher anyway. I put a cross on it, and then somehow, in some way, the cross turned upside down. Sorry about the beep. And I was gonna say that they put the crosses upside down. They attacked me with fear. They they literally just one of them put a sticky thing on a floor. I think it was a Barbara Brownie, but it was disgusting, and I did not appreciate that. I don't. The funny thing I don't think you know about me is that I don't really like disgusting things, but when I sipped on something sticky, it was like a brownie pastry. It was undescribable, but it was not cool. Like it was minor things, but they attack and they want to harm me. They really like to attack me in every single way possible. And Halloween is especially the time to do it. Any other questions? Well, all right. Oh, hold on. What? Who are you anyway? Michelle Allen. Suma Farron. Yeah, something about that. So ask me. What is Suma Farron? Tell me, what is Suma Farron? Oh, thank you. Yeah, so basically, spirits tend to act up. Druids. I figured this was gonna happen, but yeah, spirits tend to act up in that day, and we Christians tend to try to pray that we don't get attacked by any of them. Not a particular holiday that we celebrate as Christians. Hmm. The funny thing, oh, I might have actually forgotten to do that, but the funny thing is, maybe I should do it, especially during the say. Like I usually say, have a safe day at work, but this time, I didn't say that, and now I'm gonna have to say, have a spiritually safe day at work, because a lot of people tend to mistake that Halloween is okay for anything, but that's just a lot of people that are not true Christians, and I know that Halloween is a really easy day for the spirits. It's like a vacation for the spirits, but they tend to work on that vacation, and they tend to they really love attacking people on that day, and it's easy for them to do that. It's like very easy access to them. This is their favorite holiday. Not to mention that like I keep saying that how not to mention that they they like using clowns. Like I think that the first attack with a clown was actually a demon of this year. I don't know if I said it right, but anyway, the first attack with the clown this year was of his spirit. That's my belief, anyway. Yeah, maybe I should pray more often. That's a good point. Ah, Michael Allen. Oh, okay. Well, I'm a Christian, and I'd like to think only things of Christ. And medical weed, you know, it does confuse a lot of people. But really, weed in any way, I think, is like a drug that does harm. You know, there's a reason God created weed, but maybe it's just to give us a choice. And I think that weed is, you know, actually, I don't know why He created it, just other than just giving us choice. But I think that weed is gonna do us harm, and it's not really a good thing. I don't think it's really a good thing. Back to the Halloween stuff, okay? Not to the whatever the druids think. I'd rather just go to back to the Halloween stuff that Christians think of it. Yeah, I know. I know. Thoughts? Yeah, I think that. Yeah, everyone has their own opinion on this, but before weed was definitely used as a poisonous way to make you lazy and all that. But now that they're healing people, I don't know. Just could be like a American government trickery or something like that. It's just a matter of opinion, but go to ask everyone from the other countries and basically ask them if you know that if that weed is going to be ask them if weed is part of the government to make us lazy, or if it's not to if it's going to do us good, or if it's not to do us good. But ask everyone in the other parts of the world, okay? I would ask everyone in every other part of the world. That's my opinion, because everyone else has an opinion, but other countries tend to be an opinion altogether in one group. Anyway, other questions. It's basically interesting that the spirits of Halloween tend to act badly here, but especially after Halloween, the disasters keep happening, and it's never a good thing. I don't think it's like spiritual happening, but I think God is punishing us for what the whole thing is, the whole process is going through in the United States, especially because if people are practicing witchcraft and practicing Halloween stuff, basically, basically, bad storms happen, disasters happen, all that jazz. So, any questions on that? I know two are watching right now, so. All right, where are you? Witchcraft. Okay, I'll ask the witchcraft first thing first, and then I'll ask the Halloween affect our children. Basically, I think I'll ask them. I'll answer them together. Basically, witchcraft is form of Satanism, and basically, witchcraft is basically going out of your body using voodoo dolls and bar like a whole container and all that jazz. And that caused things like Halloween to happen because people are looking at the dead things, and that's part of Catholicism as well. And basically, Halloween is affecting our children because they think it's a good idea to actually just, basically the children are being affected because they dress up as cool things, but then there's people that dress up as scary things, and then there's bad spirits everywhere, and people buy expensive things, and then a whole mess happens, and people get mental sometimes. And in my opinion, I don't think a lot of people are protected from this. Just saying. Okay. So basically, yeah, I think that I don't really pay attention too much to witchcraft anyway, but that's just my opinion on it. Any other questions? I'm gonna comment something, okay? Just so that other people don't just, offend too many people, but, So, okay. Yeah. Oh, good idea. Yeah, thank you. Yes. Yes. Trick or treating is like. Thank you. Ghosts and ghouls. Let's just say that the ghosts and ghouls are basically just evil spirits, like demons and all that. Now, people tend to dress up as characters, but now there are those people that dress up as demons. Like I know of a person across from me in the same house that actually is dressing up as a whatever mask he is wearing, and that is another mask for like a demon. Basically, there's a whole lot of spirits, like bad spirits in Halloween. And back in the 60s, it was still pretty bad. And back in the 60s, it was one of those times when people would put blades in apple. That's why we don't sell them apples anymore. But basically, what the people would do with the apples is they would put blades in it, they would put pins in it, and the kids would go into hospitals. They'd rarely die from it, though, but it's still not good. And basically, there are some incidences that there are creepy people going in Halloween, and I don't know how often this happens, but creepy people do see the children, and parents have to be very aware about strangers across the road and all that, because thank you, but I've you do be very aware that in the other house I lived, there was a pedophile close to the house, and you know there are other kids going trick or treating as well, but you don't know what could happen. I know those things are very rare, but just letting you know that if you're not in the good neighborhood, then I wouldn't do it because people partying and other things like that. There's also the minor things like I don't know, them having unusual tantrums and all that. It's not a good holiday. Christmas is okay, but thank you, dude. But Christmas is basically about the celebration of Christ. In my country, there's Thanksgiving, but Christmas is after that. So basically, when there's Christmas, um, when Christmas comes, they've put this pagan religion into it, and they say Santa Claus is the one that gives us gifts. There's such things as elves. There's flying reindeer. It's a sick idea. But really, it's an idea from Satan, so I don't really know if that's a good thing. But then there's the other side where there's God being born on that day. Then Easter is even more important, and that's where he sacrificed himself on the cross. But now we're in Halloween. Now we have to know that this is after the 2,000 years. This is actually a little close to Middle Ages. This is even close to I don't know. So it changes every time. It's one of those times where I don't know what to think anymore. But back when I was a kid, I went trick or treating, and I didn't have too many problems because my mom was very protective, and there's some people that did not want to give out candy, and she was okay with that. But some of the neighbors were not the best, I guess. I don't know. I have no comment to that, but wearing little to no clothing on Halloween. Oh, yeah. Good thing I haven't heard about that, but now I have. Well, I'm trying to think. I think that's because of people accepting spirits into Halloween Day, and spirits are getting restless on that day and thinking, ooh, vacation. And now women are wearing little to no clothing because it's a day of lust. It's a day of all evil things. Trust me, um, I don't think it's a really good thing at all. I think it's something that you know, the interesting thing about it, I think that if a woman does that, they could be raped by a man. They could be. It's just when they party, but if they're doing it with husband and oh man, that day they could have children with problems later on because the seed was being worked on since that day, and it's continuing to be not so great that day. So basically, my opinion is just wear some clothing. Just, wear a whole bunch of clothes on that day. uh, yeah, I have seen a lot of women wearing little to no clothing. Well, little clothing on other days in the summer, but, why is that sexually accepted? Because Satan tricked them? That's my only belief in that part. Yeah, yeah. There's a whole lot of weird stuff going on in Halloween. And I don't think it's really a good idea to actually have women wearing very little clothing or no clothing at all in Halloween because who knows if a spirit could go right up her where, I can't say it, but her body, more likely, and enter, the part of her body that produces baby, and, you know, give her, you know, birth defects or, not birth defects, but stillborns or anything like that, because that's what the spirits are doing when the ladies are naked on that day or on that time is they enter her body and they give her you know stillborns. That's my word for it. Okay, we might have a few minutes left because not stay on here until the end. But anyway, I would like you to now that I have a few minutes left until I go to bed because I don't want to stay up too late. Anyway, any other questions? um. Uh, the upside down cross was gosh, what I saw of it was there were five sections by five sections. Two of them were covered, but the original one was a cross going up. That's okay. That's okay. You don't have to be too sorry. Anyway, so basically it went up 5 sections by 3, by the second one, and then 2 of them were fully covered, and then 3 went down, and then it was cover. It was going in work in progress until all 5 from the second one went all the way across, and I was like, "Oh boy, that was quite an experience." And a lot of weird things kept happening then. Yeah, Halloween is very scary stuff. Spirits do work in that Halloween day. Spirit of Halloween, that is a true spirit. And it is one of those spirits that is very strong on that day. In my opinion, spirits are stronger when more people basically obey it. So basically, let's say a spirit of Halloween let's say we have a spirit of Halloween. Then we also have spirit of sickness. Well, if the spirit of sickness is getting only people sick, then the spirit of Halloween is stronger because more people are getting possessed on that day. More people are changing on that day. So basically, make sure that so basically that's what the spirits do. Is basically they have the power, and the extra power that they had went towards me and other people like me. I'm not special. Oh, that's a complicated one. Um, there's 2 ways you can do that. There's a literal way, and then there's a spiritual way. There's a literal way. There's a way of the world. If you only are of the world, then you have accepted Satan into your life in a way that you don't know you have actually done that. If you have literally done that, then it's not good. So I think the Father actually is Satan because they are very confused about the Christian things. Yeah, there's a whole lot of people that are like that, and that doesn't scare me. But what scares me is that we're in the beginning of the end. Like we're not literally in the end, but we're just starting up of we're starting of the birth pains. That's what I'm saying. It's because of Halloween, because of things like Halloween and all that, and it's all because of all those things. And well, and basically what we have right now, they're the people that vibes. What do you mean by vibes? What does that mean? Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so basically so there was there was the beginning, very beginning, which people were on the internet basically saying, oh, they were the false messiahs at the very no false yeah, false messiahs at the very beginning. Yeah, a whole lot of them have bad vibes to me. Yeah, we should be praying for my workplace because a whole lot of them have given me bad vibes. A whole lot of them would say, yes, I know that Jesus loves me, and they say that Jesus loves him, and that they know that he loves everyone, but that does not say that they would be saved or not. Basically at the workplace, there's a whole lot of them that, just, I don't know what to say, but they just think of their own selves as better than everyone else, or they just only care about themselves. And, the whole world's like that. We're going to have to accept that. you know, I I only wish I would only wish that I was born in a better world, but the whole world is having choices, and I accept that. And especially during Halloween, there's something I can do to prevent scary stuff from happening. Is that's the only way is to pray. Oh, okay. I won't tell it on the video, but what's his name? Yeah, I actually wrote down. So yeah, I don't really want to name names on the internet because if if someone finds the name from actual YouTube video and basically I say it out loud, someone might just dude. Right. They would basically not do some nice things to them because they actually are I would say teenagers and young adults. Some of these people are right like middle age, like average young adult, or in their 30s, somewhere around there. And they don't get paid a lot of money. I don't get paid a lot of money. And some of those guys get the job because they're just beginners at the job. So basically, it's a good thing just to you know. Anyway, well, who's here? Just say I'm here if you are here. Oh well, that was silent. Well. Anyway, I don't know whose time zone is here. I don't know whose time zone I'm talking to, but my time zone is Eastern American. So there's Eastern, Western, Mountain, and um, Middle or Country. I don't know. Still, I think I'll go to bed now. Yeah, okay. I don't know why it's only one. Okay. Oh, Michael Allen left. Okay. Anyway. Well, I think I'll be going to bed. Anyway. Well, ooh, there's a third one. Hey! Who is this? Might be a busy one, but anyway. Okay, my computer's doing fascinating things. Must be with the numbers watching it right then, but anyway. Anyway. Yes. Alright, so someone says before you go to bed, and you could have just had dots just to or a comma. Anyway. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. Um I can tell you're not a very fast typer. So am I. Oh. How are we gonna do that? Um Alright. Dear Lord. Make sure everyone gets safe this Halloween. Make sure people are, you know, safe and not too proud and protected by you. Make sure the Christians are not attacked too much. And if they are, that you protect them. And if bad things happen, then you can protect them. Anyway, if anyone has problems, just let's just hope that Halloween is not too disastrous. And if it is, I guess we're gonna have a storm. Because I don't want a storm. Especially not in the area that many people are living. I know you're a very loving Lord Jesus. I know what you did on the cross. And I really like it for what you did. But too many people are celebrating Halloween and not accepting that. So make sure that people are um, not focusing on Halloween too much and basically focusing on you instead. Anyway, hopefully people will do well and make situations okay. Dear Lord, I pray. Amen. Yeah. Well, you're welcome. Well, anyway. that is so cool. All right. Good night. All right. Let me just go back to Google Hangouts. Oh, I didn't know it was like slanted or like that. Anyway, that was oh, my hair's bad. That was basically the spirit of Halloween, and that was when people basically, yeah. Beauty of God can overcome the problems of spiritual Halloween. That's what he can do, because he's a spirit that's living, and those demons are spirits of the dead. Those demons are dead. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, those spirits are dead, and Jesus is living. Anyway, I'll be done now, okay? Bye.